And everybody is big boy. Everybody be hardcore gangsters. Everybody gonna do this to each other when they see each other. And the truth be told, we too blessed and we having too much money in this rap game to be going to war with each other.
Right.
And the truth be told, don't nobody want to fight nobody in this rap game. Cause 98% of these dudes is cowards.
You got any specific artists you referring to?
I'm not dissing nobody, man. I'm just telling you that if we don't clean it up, we gonna lose everything we fought to get, man. Don't you see that the game is fit to lead us out and go somewhere else if we don't straighten up?
Yeah, we see that. But I know what's going on.
If we don't clean out our own closet, who gonna clean it for us?
All right, so by you saying that, what do you think needs to be done?
This is what I think needs to be done, man. Come on, man. At the end of these records we listen to, we don't get nothing out of them no more, man. We don't get no social commentary. We ain't getting no kind of knowledge out these records. Everybody just talking about how many chains they got on and how much dope they sold. But the truth of the matter is this, I don't believe you, because I know you do, and I know you didn't sell no dope. And the next thing is this, say, man, I'm from Texas, man. I'm from the game. Them prices that them boys talking about, man, them boys ain't got no prices like that, no Atlanta. And if you do, right now, Brian son, where my people at, we're buying and flushing down the toilets. We don't support drugs. But show it to me, man, because I know where it on backpacks. I know where they parents they rolled up in Timberland boots in 1998, and they acting like they big time drug deal. Okay?
Okay.
So right now, that's what I'm telling you. Y'all want to get mad at the pimp. Don't get mad at the bun, and don't put the UGK on. Get mad at the pimp. This is my opinion. This is me. I'm talking. I'm a man. And I'll stand up. And let me say this while I'm at. All them people that was talking about they want to kill 50 Cent, want to do all that to this man. Hey man, when somebody really wants something to happen to you, it's going to happen to you whether you want it to or not. And I just saw 50 Cent walk off the stage at the BET Awards with no bodyguards right in front of all them dudes that were talking about they was going to slap him when they saw him. And I ain't seen nothing happen to him.
So basically,
Yeah.
saying that the music.
What's the deal? Live and direct, man. What's the deal, man? King Eric, the media assassin on the Off the Cuff Radio live stream. Man, been a busy week, man. A lot of crazy things been happening in the political world, the YouTube streets, the music industry as always. All that stuff. Hold on 1 second. Make sure everything is live, right, and direct. What Stone Cold Steve Austin? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. What up? What up, Q Smooth? What's good? A lot of interesting things to tackle on tonight, man. Now, before I go on to this topic here, I'm waiting for everybody to tune in a little bit. My question to y'all, and I want y'all to type it down there. Did social media destroy the dating world? Did social media destroy relationships? Just chillin', man. How about yourself? I'm good, man. I'm good. Getting a lot of these visuals done, man. I want to send a big shout out to Kurt Angle, man. Kurt Angle, big shoe loop to Kurt Angle. He showed me love today on the visual that I did for Smoke DZA. You know what I mean? That was a big look. Y'all can see it on the Off the Cuff Radio Instagram. Big shout out to Kurt Angle, man. Showed me love for doing the visual for the Smoke DZA 96 Olympics joint. So we just been working, man. Big pill cake. Social media is the absolute worst thing that can happen to men, relationship with women, and companionship. But it's political and religious with women. Big facts. Big facts, man. Because I'm thinking what happened is now everybody wants to live like the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Because really what social media is today's lifestyle of the rich and famous. But see, the difference is now today's market gave everybody a voice. I remember back in the day growing up and seeing the lifestyle of the rich and famous. You had to be a certain tax bracket to do that. You had to be a certain tax bracket to do these things. So it wasn't really influential. Like, you could see Robin Leach, you could see Barbara Walters, you could see Liberace, you could see Bob Barker and all them with cars and shit. But at the same time, you see what they do on TV. You know what I mean? You see what they do on TV. They interviewing the top celebrities. Same with Oprah Winfrey. Same with all these people that we seen back in the day growing up. So it's different in today's market, in today's world, because now you see your average everyday Joe, the nigga that you know on the block. Now you see him and his girl at the beach shooting lavish photos, having a great time. Now everybody is looking at they looking at each other's relationship and they like, damn, I'm at home with these kids. This nigga is out. They out living the best life. I want something better for me. That's how a lot of people think. They look at social media. They scroll all day. They see all their friends putting their best keyword, their best representation out there. They're not putting the full story out there. They're putting their best representation. So it plays on people's sight, regular people's sight. Because it's one thing if you see Diddy. Like I can see if it was Diddy or Jeezy or people or Rick Ross for that matter. They're stunting to do that because you know what they do. They're celebrities. They're rappers. They're entertainers. But then you start seeing the nigga next door. You see him in Italy somewhere. You see that nigga and all of a sudden, you like, what? Him? You see him in Italy with his chick, and you see you struggling with your kids and stuff. You can't even get your kid to cooperate doing simple arithmetic in school. So now there goes the envy. See, social media created a lot of envy. Nobody wants to march in their own lane. They feel that pressure to keep up with their peer group. You can get the people. I mean, you know, it's normal. Especially if you look at your own life and you look at it like, damn, it ain't all that. And all day people be scrolling. They look on social media. They intake all this bullshit. Like they intake. Everybody's a social media YouTube guru right now. That's another problem. Where do these niggas come from? Like, where do these people come from where they think they know everything about relationships and yet they can't even maintain one? So you got broken, bitter people giving advice to people on how to handle relationships. And I'll say this though, as much as we rank on Steve Harvey, at least for the most part, that chick is sticking with Steve Harvey. Because, you know, I looked at the interview he did today, and he said that she stuck with him even when he almost went broke and went to prison for the taxes. At least she's sticking with him. When she stuck with him when he ain't have it. So I will give him that, even though I'm not a big fan of him like that. But I remember how fun it was in the night without social media. Life seemed more interesting than it really was. It really was, man. Because I'm thinking what's going on with social media is that it's putting too much investment in overthinking. Like, you see a lot of this shit going on, man. You start seeing women filming dudes, rejecting them. You start seeing women filming dudes, humiliating men. You start seeing everything get put on showcase for humiliation purposes. Nobody really want to go through that. Like, I've seen situations where women would really film a dude, just approach it to him and be like, oh, he ugly. I don't want him. Ew, get away from me. Nobody want to be humiliated. Mess around, you end up like Brick Girl. Get a brick in your motherfucking head. Straight up. Like, you don't play with people like that. But nobody wants to put themselves out there because of that situation. Nobody wants to be humiliated. Nobody wants their ego bruised. Nobody wants to become content, so to speak. Because there's women that literally make content off shutting down guys. And nobody wants to sign up for that. Like, I seen this show. This is another problem. I seen this show, I think it's called the Pineapple Show. Where this girl, what's her name? Her name is, what's her name? Melly or some shit? Melly? She has a show where guys call up there and shoot their shot to these random women. And these women just be shitting on these dudes. Like, they be turning them down left and right, left and right, left and right. Steve Harvey wasn't for the nonsense about his marriage. Yeah, Steve Harvey was talking his shit, bro. He got tired of us, yo. He getting tired of niggas, yo. He getting tired of people fucking with Steve Harvey. Like, he tell you, man, I want to see him and Willie D take the fade. Cause Willie D been the woman running his mouth. I want to see him and Willie take that fade. I pay for that. Shoot. They be like two of your uncles going at it. I want to see Willie D and Steve Harvey take the fade. Even though I think, Willie D is a Golden Gloves boxer. He'll put the beats to Steve. But I think Steve could get him with the grappling. But in all seriousness, you got a lot of this going on, man. Everybody turning each other down for clout. Therefore, nobody's interacted. I went to the mall last week, and it was like a pin drop, man. Nobody was interacting with one another. Everybody was glued on their cell phones or their little iPods or whatever. It was no interaction at all. Nobody's approaching anybody. Nobody is speaking to nobody. You go to the mall in the 90s, like I was telling you before, like look on YouTube, and you could type up some stuff that happened in the 90s. We talk about activities. It was more lively then, man. You type up Christmas shopping in the 90s, and you see everybody engaging with one another. You don't see that no more. Everybody's on this. Everybody's doing this. Everybody's texting or not trying to be bothered, or they own their own little bubble. And then they wonder why they don't find nobody. So I looked around. I'm like, damn, nobody's approaching. Nobody is so fucking quiet, man. What is going on with people, man? Everybody's in their own bubble. I approached 3 just to do it. Just to do it, man. Just to break the energy, man. Because it's like, damn. I never personally had nobody throw no drink at me or cuss me out for approaching or whatever. So I never went through that. But there's women that would just do that just to get clout. And I understand why a lot of men don't want to do it. But at the same time, how y'all are going to go out there and do it? Because online dating ain't it. Online dating ain't it, man. Straight up. Online dating is the worst. Y'all better off. Y'all have a better chance at making it happen outside online dating. Passport bros, they ain't it either. They finessing niggas left and right. Same thing with tell these females, like, look, online dating ain't it. Y'all gonna have to get back to the basics of interaction. Put your cell phone down and talk to these people. When y'all have social gatherings, this is what I thought about doing. I'm doing that soon. When we put a social gathering together, nobody should have their cell phone for 2 hours. Then you'll really see who's really made out to be who they made out to be. Put your cell phone down for 2 hours and you got to go out there and interact with the people. Know what I'm saying? That's what needs to start. I did a 14-year-old bid in 1906. I got in this era, was blown away out the crazy. Bruh, I pray for you, Jack, because I can't imagine that, man, because you coming out into a different world, bro. And just like that situation, y'all remember that scene on American Gangster where Frank Lucas got out and doing the bid and he came out and looked around and seen the whole different world? Like, he came out in the 90s and he was just flabbergasted by how much has changed since he went in, because he went in the 70s. He came out in 91, 92. It was like a whole different atmosphere. I was considered weird. Man, look, I'm considered crazy for being sociable. Like, I'm a talker. It's in my nature to talk. You know, I make a living talking. So, me approaching them, they looking at me like, oh, this nigga crazy. This nigga, what's going on? What was this? Because people in their peer group don't approach. If they do approach, they do it on the gram or they do it online. They don't do this face to face like we're used to doing it. You know what I mean? We used to face. We don't with this goofy Instagram shit. Oh, get your number. I don't want your number, but I'll follow you though. Like, what's this? I'm not trying to be no fan. But this is the type of time we on. See, a lot of these women, they want fans. They want their egos boosted. A lot of these men, they're putting up with whatever just to hit. The mindsets are totally different. Women have found out the way to monetize attention, which is why They not giving dudes the time of day no more, because it used to be back then you had to pretty much put yourself out there to get that attention. Now this online space done imploded in a major way for them. They could get clout, they could get attention just off OnlyFans alone. They don't really need men for that matter. So they found ways to monetize attention online, through Instagram, through Facebook, OnlyFans. That changed the whole diagram. That changed the whole diagram of the game right there. So the only way men can do this, y'all gotta go to the basics, man. Y'all gotta break the cycle, because men have the power at the end of the day, man. No simping, no tricking. Kick these chicks to the curb, man. Don't like they photos, especially if they're not being receptive. Y'all got to get your power back. Y'all lost your power. We've been telling y'all. Even Paul could say that we've been against the simping for 20 years, going back to when we was in Tariq Nasheed's MySpace blog. Exactly. That's the thing. So they see exactly, man, because they look at it like this, man. Look, I don't need this nigga. I got about 5 different other options. The only way men gotta win this game is they gotta put themselves out there and build options within themselves. I'm telling you, man, that's the only way. You gotta flip the cards as given. They got all the options on the phone, give it to them. Exactly. And found ways to monetize it. Now you're competing with rappers in your area. There's this chick I know. She's a fucking bottle girl. She's a bottle girl. And she has niggas I grew up listening to following her. And she 22. Like, what the hell? I'm like, hold up. How the fuck this bitch got Spice One following her? How the hell this chick got... What the hell? I had to chase this nigga down to get an interview, but yeah, this chick just show ass and he followed her. Like, what the hell? I see the dude approach a woman I know, and she pepper sprayed him. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Men gotta stop doing this, man. I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how to dodge this bullshit. Do not approach them in the streets. Do not approach them in the gym like that unless you can really find a receptive way. Don't approach them when they're walking fast. Don't approach them when they're on their phone or on their iPads. You're giving them a good excuse. With the best way you can catch them at the grocery store, catch them at the park. The gym may can work. Let me take that back. The gym may can work. Catch them at the park, catch them at the grocery store. They everywhere. Catch them at the mall. Don't ever chase. You know what I mean? Don't never chase. Because then you're going to be put in that same pocket as those other dudes that's considered creepy. And all you got to do is just shoot the shit. Just say, hey, how you doing? And observe your area. The key thing the men got to do is read the room. You got to read the room. If it becomes awkward and she don't really want to talk, tell her have a nice day and keep it moving. Do not try to persuade her. Do not try to persuade her. And another thing too, y'all gonna get rejected. That's just the way the game is. You're gonna get dissed. You're going to get rejected. And let me tell you all this. You may see a guy with a bad chick. I'm gonna tell you this straight up from what I observed. You gonna see a guy with a bad chick, but what you don't see is how many L's that nigga took to get to the bad chick. That nigga took probably about 20 L's to get that bad chick. See, dudes be thinking, oh, everywhere they go, they get them flocking, unless they, they superstars or whatever, or they swag is a certain way, or they doing some tricking. But for the most part, a lot of these guys get dissed. I've seen a lot of these entertainers get dissed. They slide in the DMs and get dissed. Hint, hint, Irv Gotti. So, the way this is, it will change when men get their power back. Right now, women run this. And too many men done got on the simp train. Because the simp train, number one, is profitable. Just like what we was talking about last week with Brick Girl. I seen these niggas out here defending Brick Girl and shit because it's a comfortable position. You're gonna get clout defending Brick Girl or women doing wrong. You're gonna get chastised. You're gonna lose friends if you go against the narrative that women put out, which I've done. So you start seeing people playing to the narrative for clout. Man, I'm like 3 for 50 in 3 years. At least you trying. Shit. A lot of these niggas don't even try. A lot of these dudes don't even try, son. Don't chase and replace them. Know your worth. And another thing, when she turns you down first, I don't take it, try harder. She ain't feeling, keep it moving. Exactly. And sometimes they come back around. I've had women that come back around. But then again, you gotta look at it like this, though, man. Nobody was really trying to approach anybody because of the pandemic and COVID and all that. That's a key decider in what happened with people in mating and stuff like that. People don't understand the lingering effects that the pandemic has had. That's without social media. It's gonna be. You gotta look at it like this, champ. It happens to everybody. Plus, you gotta probably go around your facility sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta probably go around your city. Like, if it's limited in one place, go to another. Only cold and warm approaches. See, what needs to happen is people need to start seeing or observing how you approach these girls. See, I sort of walk very simple. I just say, hey, how you doing? And what you do is you read the room. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of what I do. I read the room at first. You notice anything. You notice jewelry. You notice clothes. You notice. Don't comment on say how sexy she looked, because she hears that all the time for these niggas. You got to come out of the box. Compliment on her jewelry. It could be a watch. Then you can build about the watch. But the key thing is you got to have a goal. And the goal is either getting the number so y'all can link up. Because see, I admit it too. I got caught up to where sometimes you get caught up in the moment and you just talk. And you don't close the deal. So you got to go in with the mindset of, I want this chick. I want to close the deal. I want to take her. I want us to link up. So you go over there. You're talking for about 2 or 3 minutes. You ask her, hey, what you doing? So what you doing tonight? She'll go ahead and say, well, I'm probably going to be cooking and cleaning and, stuff like that. Tell her this. You got an instructor on this. Write down my number right here. I'm going to put it in your phone and you call me tonight about 8 o'clock so we could talk about linking up or something this week. And leave it right there. Now, if she doesn't want to do it, she said she got a boyfriend, it is what it is. Sometimes they change their mind sometimes they change their mind and sometimes they don't. But you got to give yourself credit for trying, dog, because you tried 50. A lot of these niggas don't even come off the bench, fam. I'm serious. You give yourself credit for trying. Don't be a loser choice. She didn't love you when you was at the bottom. She won't love you at the top. I learned every day you sit hard. Dog, trial and error is the best. I've learned it. Especially adapting to this new space of the internet. It's a totally different adaptation. And these people are weird. And I know that it ain't me for one. But it's just the mindset that people are on. People are on some other shit. Like, they're very irritable. Their behavior very unpredictable. Another thing that plays on the people's psyche is a lot of these bullshit skits that people do. Just like, I don't know if y'all on Facebook, but y'all familiar with the gold digger pranks where this guys be approaching these random women walking. They ignore them. They be real rude and disrespectful to them. But then when they get into a Ferrari, them same chicks be running around and running after them. Like, come on. See, you got all that stuff. You got all these relationship gurus playing in their head. You got all these podcasters like Fresh and Fit. You got all these people on Shade Room giving bullshit, toxic relationship advice, and they ain't had a man or a woman in 10 years. People are getting the game in the wrong directions, man. And that's where there's a lot of confusion. And they're treating the internet like real life. I want to see a dude like Myron or a Myron in the club, man. How would he go to a black club? That's what I want to see. I want to see these guys in action. You know what I mean? All these people on YouTube, I want to see them in action and how they do things, man. That's what I want to see. Because these niggas talk a lot. And I mean a lot. Let's see what your game made up, pimp. Go out there in these spots. Spit your game. We want to see what you made of. Because they sitting there, they get super chats. They getting all types of bread, bro. They get donations. They acting like they the saviors for men. Like, I want to see these guys putting that work. Film yourself doing that. I don't want to hear that excuse of the games to be sold, not told. Nah, man, because y'all be sitting there talking all this cash shit about the game and all that. But let me see what you got to say. Show us how it's done. They ain't gonna do that. So you got the blind leading the blind out here today. You got the blind leading the blind. I got the joint with a 2006 game and got. Yeah, a lot of these dudes ain't gonna get out there, man. That's the thing. But they preaching that shit. They get donations that preach their rhetoric. Imagine academics out there at the club. Or academics go out there picking up women. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it without using his bread. Let him do it. But see, a lot of these people that are in these online spaces, they're products of bullying. They were bullied growing up. A lot of them were teased, bullied. So now they get in this online platform, and they can just talk that big dog shit. That's what a lot of them do. We talking from Myron. We talk about academics. We talk about probably Kevin Samuels. All these guys that's been in the YouTuberverse that got all this clout spewing relationship advice. Derek Janks, all them niggas. They were probably teased and bullied growing up. Now they on the platform, they talking big shit. But social media is playing. I'm seeing the worst of it now because every celebrity issue that happens, it drives a further wedge within black people and black relationships, especially. Because you never see that in white relationships. You never do. I ain't never seen white couples or white people arguing over Johnny Depp and his wife. Now, they're in different fights with that, because they're in fight with feminism. But at the end of the day, when the white women fall in line when it comes down to it, we at war with our own women. That's where we fuck up. We at war with our own women. So it's a situation where people are just either giving up, they're in their passport, but I would not suggest that either. But this is where we at with it right now. But it's a problem with the online dating. Hold on, folks need to stop my. Thank you. I've been saying that for years. Every time, you see celebrities in some bullshit. You see everybody causing a wedge. Just like, what's that girl name? Keke Palmer and her baby daddy. You see, she trolled the hell out of everybody, right? They all was in on it. Her, Usher, and Dude. Everybody was fighting like cats and dogs for weeks. Cussing each other out, disrespecting each other, disrespecting men, disrespecting women. All three of them were in on it. All three was in on it. Now you see them together at the Beyonce concert laughing. They played y'all, man. They played y'all. Look on the timelines. Look on the YouTube, the content, and on the blogospheres and all that. They were dominating everything, all the headlines. It was a big wedge because of them. And my question is, I want to ask y'all this: where do we think we went wrong? We detoured to this bullshit. Where did it go wrong? Somebody give me some answers. It went wrong somewhere. Because every celebrity, especially this Tory Lane and Meg Thee Stallion thing, oh my God. When Tory got convicted, I'm like, yo, I'm not even getting on here for almost 3 weeks, dog. It was that moment, is when Kevin Samuels died, you start really see the true poison and hatred that both genders have for one another. And it's sad, man. It's really sad. It was disgusting just seeing y'all mocking this man's death. And I'm like, come on. It's not that serious, man. It's like, one thing I will give Kevin Samuels credit for is like he's trying to at least point out the problems amongst women that a lot of men don't do. So that way, in order for us to build a community, we gotta let people know where they fucking up at. Because you can't let people know where they're fucking up. We're not gonna get anywhere. That's the thing. We trying to take at least Kevin Samuels. One thing I can say about them is Kevin Samuels, Tariq, and all them. At least they fight for the black image. People can talk all that shit they want, but at least they're for the black image at the end of the day. I will give them that. Even though I don't agree with everything they say or do, they will fight for the black heterosexual male image. But it's just a sad time that we in, man. And it's like, you would think right now, with the way this world is, we getting pummeled on all fronts, that black people will really just get it together and just fight this beast together, man. Stick together. 2012, the gender war took off. But what was the start of it, though? I want to know. What was the start of it? I mean, my memory's a little fuzzy. What incident was it that kicked this thing off? Because I ain't never seen it this bad. And you know, I was always ahead of the game when it comes to the online spaces, but I never seen a total wedge like this. But I'm trying to figure out what really started it. In 2012, I'm trying to figure that out. What incident was it? It had to be something. It won't Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't think it was that. I'm gonna look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up, man. Till you let me know what it is. What started the gender war? What started the online gender war? I'm trying to find that shit myself. Yeah, I'm gonna find out. But I want to know what happened with where it started with black people. That's what I want to know. But I know for sure there's been a lot of public disrespect for black men, because you know that kind of plays a role too. But whatever it is, man, we got to find a solution fast. Because see, people do platforms and create content off the problem, because you know one thing I know about problems, people love to base things off problems because people love to eat off the problem. The solution ain't going to feed you. You got to keep on talking about how effed up it is, man, because that keeps the monetization going. But when you go and solve the problem, you're not going to get monetized like that no more. Your content going to go low. But yeah, man, hold up. I'm trying to find out. There's something else that happened today, man. Just switching gears for a minute. But I told y'all this, though. I told y'all about Brick Girl was scamming y'all niggas, man. My son, Willie D, all them feel like a bunch of chumps right now. because they were caping for this girl, man. Come to find out, just like I said the other week, I don't even think she even had an episode. And my thing was this: where's the brick? We found OJ knife and glove. Where's the brick? Hold on, man. It's something else happened today, man. Yeah, 9/11. Yeah, today is 9/11, man. I want to send my thoughts and prayers to the people that lost loved ones, lost relatives, lost friends in that dark, tragic day. That was a very sad day, man. It really was. It was a dark day, and that's what changed America forever. They went out bad speaking of defense. They went out bad at speaking of defense without really knowing the facts. Because see, one thing for sure, we even when we sit back and we wait before we see and jump, they want to be mad at us because we're not reactionary enough. Man, you be a fool to sit there and risk your life defending a random stranger. You don't know the situation. You know how many people I know that got hurt, got put in jail just for coming defense and playing Superman? Hell no, we don't owe no obligation to protect nobody but our family, our loved ones, our friends. We don't owe no obligation for protection. Unless it's an old lady, there's a defenseless old lady, that too. Or kids. I'm not sitting there going to rest my neck defending no problematic grown-ass woman that don't even like black men in the first place. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas sound crazy. And my son, last time I checked, you got choked out of the hotel, nigga. You need to get your receipt for that. Don't worry about what black men should be doing, homie. You got choked out by some white dude at a hotel. Straight up. Don't be sitting there trying to come at black men talking about we coward culture and all that, nigga. You need to handle your business. Shoot. You got choked out of your own hotel at a hotel taking a fade with a white dude. He put you in the guillotine choke, nigga. You need to get your fade back first. But see, I noticed the play. This is the Coney 12 over and over again. Because then I started seeing celebrities pouring in. I'm like, okay, this is the red flag right here. When you start seeing celebrities coming in, it's the biggest hoax out there. Now, my thing is this. If it finds out that she's scamming the people, what are people going to do about it? We need proof, though. I need concrete proof to say that she's scamming, though. Before we go out there, jumping out there, we need concrete proof. I do not move off memes. I don't move off tweets. I need pure evidence. This is a lot of times where we get messed up. We jump out of emotion on what looks good. I need pure evidence. Then we move from there. I don't do he say, she say. So somebody else said this. Tyrese responds to Charlemagne and DJ Envy interview. It took every soul to stay in my seat. Man, I wish Tyrese would have knocked Envy out, man. I really do, man. Some of this stuff need to come to a head, man. Because these people be thinking they could just say and do whatever and be disrespectful. I wish Tyrese would have knocked old Mickey Mouse face nigga right in his jaw. It needs to happen in hip hop. It hasn't happened in hip hop in a long time. These dudes get too comfortable in the online space saying whatever. Talking about, I'm gonna box your mouth. You ain't gonna do nothing, dude. Envy talk tough when it's convenient because he ain't do that with Star. Star violated him. Star violated his seed. He went and called the police. Why you ain't holler at gunplay? Matter of fact, when you was dissing Gucci Mane, you was calling Gucci Mane a snitch. You was shaking in your boots hoping Gucci didn't remember that. You lucky Gucci was on lean that day. My son get choked out by some stranger was wild. Exactly. Now, I want to know the story behind that. I wish I could get Troy Ave on the show to interview him about that. Because when you trying to save somebody, you got choked out, so how you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell us about what we go to do? You play Captain Save and got choked out. Straight up. Straight Ken Shamrock that nigga. Like, put him in the guillotine. Nah, man. Hold on. I'm gonna see the video still up there. I'm gonna play it. Let y'all see for yourself. But you know I ain't making this up. Nah, man. My son just need to fall back and just focus on doing activism or really just doing music, man. Don't be jumping these online affairs, man. Hold up, man. My son according to Troy Ave, my son gets beat down by a woman's husband for allegedly stealing her handbag. Dang, son. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this. DJ Envy didn't have that series with Star Gunplay. Exactly. I'm gonna box you in your mouth. Man, you ain't gonna do nothing, dude. He ain't have it. He ain't even had that energy with Dame Dash. He was out there like he about to cry. They ain't talk to that man like a whole chump for the whole 2 hours. He ain't have none of that energy. These dudes are selective of who they pick. So they pick Tyreek, or Tyrese ain't really all there, man. Because Tyrese is going to do some things himself, man. Tyrese lost his mother last year. Tyrese going through a divorce. So it's easy to pick on him. But you ain't picking on Gunplay. Gunplay crazy. You know it's going to go there with Gunplay. You ain't pick on Star because you ain't got the wits to go back and forth with Star. You didn't want it with Gucci, man, because, you know, Gucci going to chase you all over Atlanta. Shoot. But don't forget, man, don't get it twisted. Tyrese from Watts. Tyrese will knock you out. Shoot, y'all keep joking with Tyrese, y'all want to. My son needs to do some boxing and MMA because getting choked. Man, come on. That's why Academics is talking to him like he is, man. My son need to erase that L off his record, man. He need to erase that L off his record, for real. Before you start talking about anybody. Now you got Academics feeling like he could beat your ass. And Academics like he ain't never did a sit-up in his life. He got confidence that he could whoop you now. That's bad. Come on, man. What are we doing? Yeah, Mike, man, I'm telling you, you got to get that right. That's why a lot of these rappers don't want to box. They don't want to fight because it's stuff like that happens. They could need a rematch. Yeah, man. Shoot. Man, look. If me and my friend Gonzo, God rest his soul, was here, man, we'll get that organized quick. We'll get that organized right there to there, son. We'll have them square it out. Put them on the same card as Say Cheese and Charleston White. Let them get it all out their system. So, nah, man, you got to check yourself and what's going on with you before you start talking about what black men should do, man. You got to get that fade back from that white boy, man. You got to get that fade back, man. Cause one thing I got to tell y'all brothers about this, too, man. These white boys ain't playing no more, man. These white boys doing their MMA training. You see how your man got his ass beat the other night? What's his name from UFC? What's that dude name? What's that nigga name, man? The Nigerian cat got his whole ass whooped. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Israel Adesanya. That's his name? Got whooped on. So yeah, man, these white boys getting tough too, bro. Yeah. These white boys are getting tough. They taking y'all to school, man. I'm telling y'all. Cause I go to the gym and I start seeing these dudes going in, man. You hear that Rocky 4 soundtrack. Hearts on fire. It's fire. They be like, white boys be going hard, son. You see black people over here doing hopscotch, jump roping. White boys is over there got that Rocky 4 soundtrack going. There's no easy way out. Ugh. Ugh. Hitting them weights, doing that ground and pound. Tell you, man, y'all got to add more to the arsenal. I know somebody gonna come in and talk about some. Well, what are you gonna do, nigga? I ain't fighting nowhere. I'm just gonna stab and clap. I ain't doing that no more. I'm a law abiding citizen. I ain't gotta fight in the streets no more. Just like that, I'm done. I'm not doing none of that. I find fighters, dog. I find fighters to manage. I'm not getting no ring. I'm on my Mayweather steeds. Style bender. Yeah, man. Somebody said on Twitter, MLK wouldn't be proud. My nigga, MLK don't even know this nigga, man. He's Nigerian, man. Like, come on. They ain't a part of us. He's still a brother, but he ain't a brother, so to speak. But yeah, just like I said, my son got to get it together, man. These Braun Strowman white boys is beating y'all ass right there in these streets. And y'all need to go ahead and get it together. Train with them Samoan brothers, man. Train with them Samoan brothers. Let y'all get y'all head into the game. But Tyrese, going back to what I was saying with Tyrese, man, I ain't making fun of that dude. I ain't making fun of that dude because that dude going through a lot. Now, what else is going on in the hip-hop news today? Let's see what's going on. Get beat, he comes with a kickboxer. He might get his rematch. Man, he gonna need more than a rematch, man. He gonna need both Jesus and Allah in his corner. Straight up, man. He needs something, man. He need a foundation of faith or something, man. Cause didn't he get beat before? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh yeah, another thing too I found interesting too. I'm gonna say this before I leave. So apparently, Doja Cat is the first rapper to get a #1 hit in 2023. Hold on, I'm gonna read this to y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Hold on, man. Doja Cat Paint the Town Red becomes her second Hot 100 #1. First rapper leader in over a year. Okay. Here's the proof right here. Oh shit. Here's the proof right here. Man, this crazy broad had to sell her ass, her thighs, her hair, her soul. The devil took all that and gave her a #1 hit. Like, son, you see how she looked before? Look at this. Lucifer took everything from this broad. Look how she looked before. Hold on one second. Look at this. Look at this. She was tight. Look at this. What happened? What's going on? And we go for that. Look at this. This is what's outside, son. You got Ice Spice, Doja Cat, and you got this chick got one eye red and one eye brown. Yo, this was outside, man. For y'all new generation cucks. The three-headed monster tour. That's what's outside for y'all, man. Look at that. Check them out. And she go right here. This is Doja Cat now. What in the world happened, dog? She looking like Dawson and shit. Like, what's going on? She looked tired, dog. Like, she looked burnt. This picture right here, she looked burnt. The devil took everything from this broad. Shoot. Yeah, she was bad. Yeah, she was bad. Look at this, man. She got a gap like me. Okay. I don't know which one of y'all gonna slide up on that. Look at her, man. Look like Doug Funny with the neck brace, man. Y'all want? Hey, I mean, she out there. But let me get up out of here, man. I just wanted to build with y'all for a little bit, man. I just wanted to talk with y'all for a little bit. I love talking with y'all live. Hopefully, we're going to have some more work coming in, more interviews lined up, more content to be coming in. So, check us out this week. I'll probably be back live this Wednesday and probably Thursday. So, check me out. It's King Eric, and I'm out. Peace.